Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Nice counter. Beautiful counter shot. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They blocked that right hook. Beautiful counter punch. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
It's a one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident. You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice counter. Missing with the hook. How about that time counter shot? That jab won't score. Well done with that counter shot. Jab does not score. Missing with that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. That was almost a 10-8. There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Nothing like a little taunting to get your opponent riled up. They blocked the hook. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. counter shot lands. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
Stop playing me. I'm a top. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
That right hook won't score. Is he going to punch himself out, though? That hook just can't find the target.
Okay.
Perfect counter shot.
Okay.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the court.
Here we go to the fourth round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A perfect counter lands. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How about that time counter shot? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Incredible work rate. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Catch and shoot. And he misses with that jab. Good counter punch. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Don't get tricked.
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee
Boy, stop playing with me. Got your eye on like you.
And they're going to let it continue.
Stop playing with me. Bust your whole socket open, man. Stop playing with me. Let's go. Let's go that shit. Come on, let's go. Footwork crazy. What up? Chill.
Jab slightly off target.
Sure.
This is with the straight left.
Yeah, stop playing with me.
Every time
Put your hands up, bro.
A receipt
Nah, stop yelling like that, man.
There's a counter shot.
Okay. Okay. Slow motion.
Let's talk about Ben in that last round. They've got momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominate.
And there's the bell for round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Stop.
much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Misses with the straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
That's it.
There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice counter shot.
Missed that whole punch. Let's go.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out.
Don't shoot.
Missing with the hook. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower.
The slip.
Because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Catch and shoot. Trying to land that jab.
You're done now, boy. Footwork. Go.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Fuck out of here, boy.
So much bruising
Yeah.
will the referee
TKO,
stop this
nigga.
fight.
That eye's done.
And the referee says no
Over.
more. This fight is over.
I think the referee forgot until all of a sudden, yeah, you know what, I better do my job here.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's
Yeah.
next?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to
Hold
do
it.
it all over again.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one side.
They call this a controlled environment, but I don't know about that considering who's about to... Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight classes, and he fights out of Wilmington. This match, all the talking. So here we go, should be a good one.
Go.
Not a lot of defense here at all.
Okay. Yeah.
The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered.
Okay.
These counter punches have to hurt. They better start respecting each other's punching power. This is such an amazing theater. So many great concerts have been performed here, but nothing quite like what we're going to see here.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Nice counter shot. Insane action. Catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. He wanted action, and they are delivering.
Ooh, okay.
And Sugar is in
my
trouble.
God. Oh my God. Shit, sir.
And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly
it's a
matched,
compact
skill
one.
for skill, tap for
they
tap.
want it,
Now
they want
this
it.
fight will say, you know what,
Ooh.
I'm just that notch
Get up,
above you,
get up.
and so I've got to respect both.
You can't fight one.
More than happy.
Oh, shit.
The exchange
Oh,
punches.
God. Right there, hit me. Ooh.
That
Come on.
hook won't score.
Go away. Oh, nice with it.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
It's a flat-footed fight. You've got a dancer out there in front. You've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
These two fighters are made for one another. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Like that shit. Let's
Take a look
go.
at Sugar Ray in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Boxing,
Sometimes
yeah.
it can be the sweetest sound.
Get your focus back, get that jab back.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking, you were...
Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, alright? It's only one
Watch
round.
this shit wide open.
Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of what you...
To switch back on, get focused, and get your mind back on the job.
Here we go for round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Can't find a home for that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance.
Whoa, Johnny! Sugar Ray's in trouble! Looks like they've shaken it off.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Sugar Ray Leonard Days. How is this fight still continuing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This has been a very competitive round as we reach... Where did that come from? Down they go! I think that was even more dramatic in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Night. Take me out. Get my ass back now. You can't find every dollar. Adrian.
So they'll make it up and this fight continues.
Bring this shit
Now
back.
it's about getting back to the
Ooh,
corner.
ooh,
Freshen
ooh.
up. get
Bring your ass
new
back.
instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Catch and shoot.
No,
A lot of effort. Hold it right there.
Yo, stop.
Oh, Leonard just
Stop
got
trying to
rocked.
bully me, because it's not right. Stop trying to bully me, because it's not right.
Trying to buy time. Did you see
Oh
that?
my God.
And Sugar is in trouble. Didn't wait too
nigga
long.
took a
He
knee.
is forcing him to take a
Nigga
knee.
took a knee.
It's really dented the ego. You
Can't
don't want your
breathe.
opponent to see you do
Touch
that.
me on that old ass head, man. Damn. Fuck. Old ass nigga's gonna die. Damn. Nigga, hey.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round.
Mickey. Mickey. Oh shit, Mickey.
Let's talk about Sugar Ray.
Get out of here, bitch.
There's
Go.
the bell to start round 3.
Yo,
Let's
Mick,
see
you
how he
ain't gonna
bounces
punch me
back
like
here
that,
after
nigga.
getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown.
Mickey,
1 minute,
Mickey.
you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to condition.
Where did that come from? Down she goes.
Damn.
He
Nigga
knew
said,
his
man, let's
chin
get
would
this
get
shit over
tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I've got to see that.
Into that nigga's face. Damn. Try to get this one. Hold it down real quick. Look at this guy. Fucked up.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
All of us can't get knocked out.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut.
Hold it down for the older.
How about that time counter shot? Every time they throw a shot, they get... And Sugar Ray is rocked.
Mickey.
I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. That could never happen.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Sugar Ray's in trouble. Sugar Ray is down.
I'm not getting out this shot.
And look at that shot to the head.
His
And
head
there's
out
no
there,
way they were going to stand up to that one.
I need to see that again.
Get up one more time. Show who the man is. Stand up for who you are. Bitch nigga.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory.
Well.
Yeah, that hate the grind and sweat the blood, the time my motivation. I work too hard too long and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game to save with lock and key and combination. Keep the whole in hindsight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night night, it's my time in a bright light. No ever band, no mind, keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. Nigga let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tail of the tape. Amir King Khan. Hunter. And it's the king, Amir King.
This bout is skipped.
So they stare into each other. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Through the left uppercut, but it misses. A perfect counter lands. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Nice counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Good counter punching. Perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
These punches coming from every angle. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Khan in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this fight here. And there's the bell to start round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. Missed with that right uppercut. Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. Just missed with that hook. Exchange punches.
Born in the thunder, slave to the hunger. They always said there's no way out. Heart of a fighter, forged in the fire.
Incredible work rate. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
puncher is in trouble. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can't score with that hook again. How about that time counter shot? Those counter punches have to hurt. That big hook doesn't land. There's a counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Nice counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. The game plan. There's the bell to start round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin, a pickpocket him.
Good counter punching. He just misses with that jab. Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter shot. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with the jab. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. The perfect counter lands. Good counter punch. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Put it right there. And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that... there's the bell to start round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Tar, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrating, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
How about that time counter shot? Neither fighter willing to slow down. Punch, counter punch. Where did that come from? Down they go! Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. Amir Khan in some real trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. Back into the fray here in round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punch, counter punch. An amazing knockout finish here. That was something special.
Oh, that. There you go.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Yeah, nigga. Got knocked the fuck out. Yeah. Told you I was gonna knock your ass out, nigga. Oh, that.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.